Yeah, I want to just point out a pretty handy product I got. I don't use it, but I got it as for emergency purposes. It's pretty handy, and I tried it, and it does work. Just a little case. It opens up like that. And you got all these adapters. You see? Pretty much put anything in there. You could power almost anything with this bitch. Excuse me. You can put any size batteries in it. You can adjust them different ways. Or like in a case like you got your mag light. Now I don't use rechargeable batteries in my lights. Usually I like to use Rayovac regular alkalines. And what I do is actually charge them up a little bit to get a little more life out of them. You're not supposed to do that, but I'm careful that they don't get hot, and I check them with a voltmeter, and you can actually get a little life out of them. Because the principle works, if you're taking it, like in other words, you could never get back up to 100% again, but what you could do is, like for instance, that if you took some, an old battery, and this thing takes 3 batteries, say, does take 3, and you put 2 new ones in there, and you only had 2 new ones, you had an old one, that old one would pull the charge from the new ones and kind of fill up the old one a little bit. You can kind of make them work a little more in emergency situations. I do have a lot of rechargeable batteries too, but not everything I do have has rechargeables. Like this is a little radio that is like a weather station radio, and it plugs in, but it also has batteries. And I tell you the truth, I'm really kind of anxious to get this Batteriser product. I know there's been like 50 million trolls on my channel, and they're still freaking all over. Well, they're coming from foreign places: Switzerland, Vietnam, Australia, and Sweden. Basically, almost everybody that's trolling is not USA or Canada, even that. But I suspect it works for this reason. I'm going to put it out here in this video. That's not Batteriser specific, but might get noticed. People that put it out got 500 patents to their name. This Dave Jones, he's got not one single freaking patent. He's the main guy that's telling you it's a piece of shit, and everybody's following him around. They got 6 patents on Google on the product. And I look real close at the product. It's got 6 little tiny electronic components in it. I know I see some people say it's a scam. I'm not buying that shit, because there ain't enough money in it for what these guys could be making. Plus, they got this long PDF where they had to get FCC approval for the device. So I'm anxious to get it and test it, because I want to test it on a number of devices. And the one I could do live is going to be the camera. But other people are just going to have to take my word for it. But I know there's something fishy about where too many people are jumping on this, because every time I go down a supermarket in the aisle, I can look on the left and right of me. There's all these little $3 to $10 or $20 gadgets and bullshit magazines out there, and junk food and Snickers bars and shit with sugar that people shouldn't be buying, but they will buy it because it's on the end of the supermarket aisle. I'm thinking, well, if this product Batteriser doesn't work, it'll turn up real quick, but nobody's actually used the product. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, they got 6 patents out on it, and these fuckers are saying, oh, it's science. Yeah, tell me another one, you assholes. So I'm sticking with my guns on this shit, but I'm going to tell you that if it don't work, this is what I do. I actually take, I got rechargeable batteries, but I'll get more life out of my alkalines by carefully adding a little charge to them. And if you got nothing you could do, I say it's an emergency situation. I mean, I only got this solar thing for emergency. It does work. I tested it out. if it's bright sunlight, you got to watch. It'll charge them up really quick. But you know, if you really have to, and you got a voltmeter, you can get some kind of charge back in some of the alkalines, especially the I like the Rayovacs. They seem to work the best. You can almost extend them 2 or 3 times the life, but just give them a little extra charge. I don't really do that all the time, but I experiment with it. I know it works if you're careful. You got to feel the battery, see if it's getting hot. Like the AAAs will get hot real fast. You got to watch those. The D cells, they you know, it takes a lot more to freaking charge up a D cell. They don't get hot very easy. And I check them with the voltmeters, and a lot of times it'll help them out. They'll get some more life out of it. Now this kind of light I like. I've got 2 of these things. It's not an advertisement, but this is only like 20 something bucks. It's got like 4 settings on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th one is just the LED lights. It's still not too bad, but it's got a rechargeable battery in it, and you just plug it in the back here, and it charges up. That's what it was. It charges up. Well, that's what it was right here. Excuse me. Freaking doing it different. Yeah, I always yeah, right there. So you just charge it up right there. But you know, that thing's handy. And if you plug it in a car cigarette lighter, it runs right off the 12 volt. It doesn't charge up, but it runs right off the 12 volt. Well, as long as you're, you know, it'll charge up if you don't have your finger on a trigger. But this thing's pretty handy too. I use this bitch all the time. I actually use that more than the Maglite. But with situation coming up, I think batteries and light and communications and all that's going on is going to be very important. And if we ever have problems with our power structure or electric grid, you're going to need batteries besides having a generator. And even just something like that ain't too bad. It's better than nothing. I got rechargeables, but I know I can get a little more life out of the alkalines. And I'm highly interested in what this Batteriser product's going to do. I'm smelling something freaking fishy with the internet going ballistic, like, don't buy it. I'm smelling something up, man, big time. I know there wouldn't be half a dozen high-end engineers that could be drawing salaries in the hundreds of thousands trying to scam some money like they were saying, like these people were accusing them of, because Indiglo actually launches a lot of different products. So I'm smelling a big conspiracy from the other yo-yos, and they're probably just plain stupid besides, because I never seen any of the critics have any patents of their own, because nobody gets a patent just for like, hey, you want a patent, here it is. No, you got to show something works. These guys got 500 patents out. So I'm just telling you a couple different things in this video, because I have used the Rayovacs in this damn thing that weren't rechargeable. I have extended them, which is a battery charger, very carefully. I got this thing for emergencies. I know it works. It's very versatile. Pretty much can charge anything up. I got little bullshit like this. I got a couple of these. I got a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to be prepared. But I'm realizing if that Batteriser works, that thing is definitely what you want to have in your prepper storage box for sure.